Hello friends, Jerome Nettles from ERA Town and Campus Realty in Starkville. It's right after Christmas, everybody has spent their down payment money. There's not a lot of home selling going on right now, so we figured what better time of the year to get to know some of our friends and neighbors in downtown Starkville. Jerome Nettles.
Troy DeRego.
Troy DeRego. Troy, where are you from?
I'm from New Hampshire originally.
And how'd you end up in Mississippi?
My wife teaches in the English department at State.
At Mississippi State. Oh, we love our Bulldogs. We love Mississippi State. Brings great people to our town. So what's the name of your company, Troy?
It's called Grain Elevator.
And what is Grain Elevator?
I collect grains from brewers all over the state.
Okay.
And I take their beer grains and I toast them in my oven and then ferment them in sourdough. And it releases all the flavors. So just like every grain makes a unique style of beer, they make unique crackers.
Unique style of crackers. Well, as you can tell, I love bread and I love crackers. They're delicious. Could you introduce me to a type or two of your cracker?
Yeah.
What is your best seller?
Well, right now it's been the sweet potato stout. That's my newest one. And that comes from grains we get from Lazy Magnolia down on the coast. And they make an excellent sweet potato stout. I take those grains and, like I said, I mix them with sourdough. And the sourdough process is very similar to what happens with beer brewing, the fermenting there. So it makes sense that it will bring out the same kind of flavor.
That is absolutely phenomenal. Very flavorful. That's probably the most flavorful cracker I've ever had. What's your next best seller?
The English mild ale with sunflower seeds has always been
I love
popular.
sunflower seeds too, so.
And then,
That's delicious,
you know,
too.
all the crackers start with this base of sourdough, and so we make a Starkville sourdough. This is like, the base for all these other crackers before the other grains are added.
Wow.
So this one is just, you can really
Starkville
taste
sourdough, tying in the.
taste.
So, talk to me about how you got started. What made you decide I want to open a business, and why Starkville, other than because I lived here?
Well, first off, my wife, like I said, works at the university, and we knew that we were going to settle here, and it's a community that you can find a corner of and be a part of it, and so that's why I wanted to be on Main Street. I wanted to be a kind of business with foot traffic and people coming in every day, and I did start out as more of a retail bakery, and we were doing lunch and bread, and that was kind of nice. But
So I got to tell you, being your next door neighbor, there was nothing more difficult than pulling in every morning and smelling the freshly baked sourdough. It was so hard not to come over here every single day and eat. So thank you for changing gears and not having that smell out there every morning.
well, it would have been nice to see you every day.
I don't know if I would have made it through the door, Troy. So you started off retail, bakery. How did you change gears and come into the grain elevator?
Well, as much as I love a retail bakery, it's a tough gig. It's like everything has a shelf life of one day. Like how do you run a small business like that? How do you generate enough traffic to keep it going? And I knew if I could take everything I loved about those products, all the same ingredients and the same process, but make something with a longer shelf life that I could package and find a bigger audience, that the business could really grow at that point.
How big is your audience? What's the furthest you have sold a cracker to?
Well, check out my map over here. These are customers all across the country that have found us online, or people with friends and family from Starkville. They have friends and family all over the country, so they send gifts and send them home with people, and then they become our regular customers. So we've sold coast to coast, and we like to put a postcard in.
1,100 miles, 1,900 miles, over 1,000 miles, 1,200. Wow, that's a neat reach. Troy, we're glad to have you in downtown Starkville, man, and best of luck continuing moving forward with the grain elevator.
All right.